welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just going to be sharing a few of my favorite highlighters, all drugstore, all under $10, super affordable and beautiful highlights. These are major dupes for some of the higher end brands. I have all my face done except for highlight. I'm going to be demonstrating on my face how I apply my highlighter. I will swatch and show you all the different highlighters I'm going to talk about today. It's not very many. I'm not going to overload you. So if you're interested in this video, then just stay tuned and let's get to it. So you have to excuse the hair. I did the makeup. After I set everything up, all my lights and equipment, I was just done. It took forever to get the right lighting because it's cloudy and the sun keeps coming out and then it'll go away. And then my whole lighting changes. So if you see my face turning different colors, my backdrop, it's because of that. The first thing I want to do is get some highlighter on this face because I feel naked without highlighter. What I'm going to use to just apply my highlighter and demonstrate for you guys is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in Molten Gold. It's very gold in the pan, so it kind of scared me, but I assure you it's not like that once you get it on your face. Favorite highlighting brush from Morphe. This is the Morphe M501. If you are just starting to get into makeup and all that and you don't want to run out and buy a brush just for highlighter, some of the highlighters say you can actually apply with your finger, and if you don't want to do that, then all I used to do when I first started into makeup, before I knew anything about brushes, just use a fluffy blending eyeshadow brush like this, and I would just dip it into my highlighter and then just apply it on my cheeks. So that will work as well. What I'm going to do is just take my brush, just kind of dip it in there, swirl it around, always tap off the excess just like I do with all my eyeshadows, and I'm just going to put that on the high points of my cheeks. I don't just stop there because I don't want just that part of my face to be glowy. I need to have it connected somewhat. If you're someone that gets oily, then you may not want to overdo it on the highlighter, but I'm not oily, so I am just going to add it to a couple more places. And then I do put a little bit on my nose. However, I don't use this brush. Sometimes I will just use my finger depending on if I'm in a rush, or I'll grab just a teeny tiny little brush like that. I can be more precise on my nose. Highlighting areas is just a personal preference on where you want to put it.
And then I just kind of highlight my brow bone, which is right here. Right in those up, so I'm just going to throw it in there.
And then if you're going somewhere fancy and you're showing a little more skin, I highlight my collarbone, sometimes, you know, right on my shoulders, depending on what I wear. Just go ahead and highlight that collarbone in my mirror. There we go. To show you that difference, you know, this one's highlighted, while this one's not. I don't know, when you're just wearing certain little tops and stuff, it just really helps pop, I don't know, that area out if you want that area to pop out. I really think this is probably like my #1 go-to. Maybelline makes some beautiful ones. I don't think they're super glittery, but they do have a little bit of a metallic sheen to them, so they're gonna stand out. Like I said, if you don't want a huge beam, then you can always just use it lightly. You can press it down with a beauty blender like I did a little bit. So the Maybelline highlighters you can pick up usually for about anywhere from $8 to $10 I've seen. Whether you shop at Walmart, Target, CVS, Amazon, I mean they're kind of priced differently, but I really think Walmart probably has them at the cheapest price point. So love Maybelline, definitely recommend those right there. The next set of highlighters, it's probably no surprise if you watch my channel, if you follow me on Instagram, is the Colourpop highlighters. I absolutely love the Colourpop brand. Oh my gosh, it's blinding in here with these stupid lights. What I like to do is I just kind of tap my hand, just, you know, 3 or 4 little dots. I'll tap it and then I'll just kind of like blend it in with my finger. You can blend it in with a brush maybe. I've never tried it, or a beauty blender, but I just find my finger applies these the best. They are beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them for you guys. I wish I could. Wish I could just, you know, let you touch it through the camera because I love the way they feel. The top 2 recommendations I would say from this company are their highlighters, their Super Shock highlighters, and their Super Shock shadows. They are formulated just like this. Again, these are about $8. You can't go wrong. You don't need a brush, and they literally just melt into your skin when you apply these. And the next set of highlighters I want to talk about are from Wet n Wild. These are the cheapest products out of all of them that I'm talking about today. I can't think of what these are. I want to say maybe $5. Anyway, the price will be listed above. I forgot to show you the loose highlighter also that I got from Wet n Wild. It is stunning, you guys. So I wanted to show you with loose highlighters, I usually spray them and wet them down. So the bottom swatch is wet, the top is dry. Not a huge difference, but the bottom one is a teensy bit more metallic. So I wanted to show you guys that. So there's the swatches of those highlighters. Another way I like to use my loose highlighters is I love to use them as eyeshadow. We'll spritz my brush with any type of setting spray. This one is from Colourpop or skincare line, which is known as 4th Ray Beauty, and this is just their Fresh AF mist. And this is just, you know, I prep my skin with this before I go in with makeup. It's just good for hydration, but I can also use this to make my shadows work. So what I'll do, I'll just dip my brush in that loose highlighter, just like that. I'll just spritz that on. You don't get near the fallout when you do spray your loose powders like that or your loose highlighters. Oh, it's such a gorgeous shade. I used to spend like 30 bucks buying the Smashbox Photo Finish Water Setting Spray, whatever it was. But I really, really love 4th Ray Beauty, Colourpop, I call them. This was like 8 bucks, you guys. And then another good one is that Mario Badewski, I don't ever say it right. They have that too, but just very inexpensive. It's always good to have these just to make your shadows and your highlighters pop a little more. You can just demonstrate that really, really quick right there. Oh! 10 times more intense, but I absolutely love it. So this side's just got that real pretty, I would say natural glow to me. And then as you can see this side, ooh, that is reflecting that light like crazy. So let's just put a little bit on here just to match them. Match, 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 match. Then pressing it with my beauty blender, just, you know, melting it into the skin. So we've talked about the Maybelline, the Wet n Wild, Colourpop. Okay, so that brings me to my very last one I want to talk about with you guys, and it is a palette. Now, I know I was telling you guys that I was keeping everything under $10, but this is the one product that is a little bit more. Just because it's a palette, it's got multiple colors, it's going to be a little bit more, but I assure you it's worth it. So I really love buying palettes just because you get a variety of shades. You can use them again, like I said, as eyeshadows. The Babe in Paradise palette from Bretman Rock Morphe. He collaborated with Morphe to create this palette. It looks like this. I mix them together, and it even comes with a brush. So you definitely get a lot of bang for your buck when it comes to a palette like this, just because you get a lot of options, and it is amazing. It will last you forever. I've had this probably for, I don't know when he came out, that 2 years ago, maybe? A year and a half? Something like that, and it still works great. So that's pretty much everything I have to say. I want to keep this video super short and sweet. My personal opinion, those are the best budget-friendly, cheaper options when it comes to highlighters. If you liked this video, of course, give it a thumbs up. You can't comment because my channel's blocked from comments. Oh, YouTube, fix that, fix that. But don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I do a lot of hair and makeup posts on there. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a great week, and I will see you in my next video.